Oh yeah, it's Ultra time! Hi guys, it's Frankie from Frankie Tech. Good to see you guys again, and here's the moment you've been waiting for, guys. Look what just came to my doorstep. It's none other than the K30 Ultra. And let me show you guys the version that I got, the K30 Ultra, 8GB RAM, 128 gigs of storage. Could this be the new ultimate value champ here on the channel? Let's not waste any time and unbox this bad boy. Tearing off the plastic, here we go, lifting the lid. Always believe that something wonderful is about to happen. And I think that could not be any more true. Lifting the flap, and there it is, guys. The K30 Ultra on Frankie Tech. And let's look initially at the back of this phone. Look at this stunning color. I am in love. But let's put the phone aside for now and see what's inside the box. USB-A to USB-C charging cable. And we have our 33-watt fast charger with the gorgeous Redmi accent colors. And in here, we have the SIM ejector tool. And here is the USB-C to 3.5 dongle and a TPU case. And I could almost classify this as a hardened case. It's almost like 50-50, but a lot more sturdy than what I've seen previously. And now let's go to work on this K30 Ultra. Tearing off the plastic. Ooh, yes. Removing the sticker. Oh yeah, baby. This is the color that I've been waiting for, and it is even more stunning in person than I even imagined it could be. What a gorgeous color. And yes, it is glossy, but there's something about this color that is just absolutely mesmerizing. Even here, coming to 5:30 p.m., you still see how it dances with the light. Now let's go ahead and turn this on. There it is. Redmi powered by Android. And there's no denying, guys, this is the most anticipated phone. If you follow my channel, the types of phones that I review, like the Redmi 10X Pro, K30 Ultra, this may top them all. And here we are, guys. This phone is ready to play around with, and that's exactly what I'm going to do now. And then we're going to come back and just do a quick overview of specs, and I'll also share some camera samples that I'm going to go and take right now, and then wrap up with some PUBG in this unboxing and initial impressions here on Frankie Tech of the epic K30 Ultra. Stay tuned. Alright guys, and I am back after around 20 to 30 minutes playing around with this K30 Ultra, and I gotta say, this phone is everything it was hyped up to be. It truly is ultra time, guys. 9.1 millimeters, 213 grams, doesn't feel much different than the K30 Pro that I've been using for so many months. But what is different is this 6.67 inch, 120 hertz refresh rate display. And let's go to it right here, and I can show you the refresh rate as it is set up, 120 hertz with that nice MIUI 12 graphic. And right here I also have the K30 Pro, which was my affordable flagship champ of 2020. I think possibly until this phone. We said no notch, no punch hole, but 60 hertz. That was a compromise we were willing to make, but we always knew we wanted something better, and we are now getting it in this K30 Ultra with a 120 hertz uninterrupted display. It is now officially my favorite display on any phone. And not because it's the best display I've seen. Yeah, maybe there's a little bit more rainbowing on this type of display, but it's the feel of the display. It's the immersiveness of it. And now with 120 hertz, I think this is the most modern looking display on any smartphone. And stay tuned, obviously, for the full comparison between the K30 Ultra and K30 Pro Zoom Edition right here on Frankie Tech. Performance, guys, the Dimensity 1000 Plus makes its official debut on the channel with 8 gigs of RAM, 128 gigs of storage, and obviously UFS 2.1 storage and DDR4X RAM. But I think this phone is still gonna fly, and initial impressions of that speed are very good. I don't notice any slowdowns, and a big part of that, I think, is that 240 hertz touch sampling coupled with the 120 hertz refresh rate. You have one of the zippiest phones that I've used, and I can't wait to do the full benchmarks and testing on this phone, Frankie Tech style. But one thing I do need to check right now, and I really hope they haven't skimped on this for the Ultra version, DRM info, let's have a look. L1, baby. It's an L1 party here for the K30 Ultra, and this means HD Netflix out of the box for this phone. Way to go, Xiaomi, for not skimping on this very China-focused release with L1 here on the K30 Ultra. Talking about battery, 4,500 milliampere capacity with 33 watt fast charging. And the big question I want to answer testing the battery on this phone is going to be, how does it handle at 120 Hz? Is it going to take a big hit versus what we see on the K30 Pro, which has had really stellar battery life, limited to 60 Hz though. Stay tuned for my full battery testing on this K30 Ultra and obviously how it compares to the other champs on the channel. And just a few other quick things I've set up is the fingerprint scanner. It is working very nicely. I do love this nice taptic response I'm getting now when I use the fingerprint scanner. And let me also mention the vibration motor on this phone is great. I'm noticing it is very subtle. It's giving you these very light, very nice taps. I think it feels even better than the one on the Mi 10 Pro. That's just my opinion, but I really do feel they put a great haptic engine in this K30 Ultra. And just a quick overview of the camera specs: 64 megapixel f1.9 aperture. This is that Sony IMX686. We also have a 13 megapixel ultra wide, 5 megapixel telephoto macro, and a 2 megapixel depth sensor. So I've taken a few quick shots downstairs, guys. Have a look at these samples and let me know in the comments, what do you think? This is rear-facing video on the Redmi K30 Ultra, shooting in 4K 30 FPS, and the stabilization looks really good. But one thing I've noticed, guys, no 4K 60 on this phone, at least as a toggle for now. But still, this footage is looking very smooth. But hit me up in the comments, what do you think? And this is front-facing video on the Redmi K30 Ultra, shooting in 1080p 30 FPS, and it looks really good, really solid. I'm gonna take off my mask for a second, listen to the mics, see how they sound. Coming to 6 p.m. here in Hong Kong. Hit me up in the comments, what do you think? And to finish up this most detailed unboxing and first look here on Frankie Tech of the K30 Ultra, I bring you PUBG Mobile. It's time for the swim test, baby. Let's go to the graphics settings, and this is what I need to check. Smooth Extreme. That's right, guys. This K30 Ultra can handle smooth extreme settings, and there you see it's 60 FPS, so we're going to make sure it's on realistic, enabled anti-aliasing, and disabled auto-adjust graphics. Let's get started. And I'll be doing a much more extended gameplay in the full review coming very soon, guys. Stay tuned. And it's time for the classic Frankie Tech swim test, Ultra style. Just keep swimming, woo! Oh yeah. That's right, girl. Oh boy, I'm so excited, guys. This is hyped up. No notch, no ugly double punch hole, uninterrupted, beautiful gameplay here on the K30 Ultra. And at the plane jump, guys, Dimensity 1000 plus with the Mali G77 MC9. This is Mali's highest end GPU, and that is what you're going to get here in this K30 Ultra. No stutters whatsoever. Let's get down to the surface, get some guns, get some action. Alright, we are on the surface now, and it looks like I've landed in a really good spot. A lot to get in this spot. 60 FPS, and the phone is still cool to the touch, and it's getting pretty warm in this room, 27 degrees, and they're shooting at me. Take that. Booyah! First kill on the K30 Ultra. And that's all I'm going to share today, guys. Stay tuned for the full PUBG gameplay here on this K30 Ultra. But initial impressions of the gameplay, I am super impressed. This phone is still cool to the touch. The audio sounds great. The display looks amazing. I don't know what to tell you. We may have a new PUBG champ here on the channel. But stay tuned for the full PUBG gameplay coming soon. So that is it for my detailed unboxing and first impressions of the K30 Ultra. This phone is looking like a true contender for the ultimate value champ of 2020. And I'm going to go ahead and put my main SIM into this phone right after this video and start doing some serious testing on this phone. And hit me up with any questions, any comments you have, what kinds of videos you'd love to see with this K30 Ultra. I know that the K30 Pro is going to want to have its challenge against its new sibling right here. But stay tuned, guys. I'm going to spend some good time with this 120 hertz bezel-less beast, and let's have fun here on Frankie Tech with the K30 Ultra. So that's it for this video. If you liked it, give me that thumbs up, and if you love the content of Frankie Tech, subscribe to the channel, hit the bell icon for future updates. Here we go, guys. Get ready, and this is where I leave you by saying, this is Frankie Tech signing off. Have a good one.